All right, microphone sound check. I'm still recovering over whatever it is I have. Flu, cold, COVID. I don't really care what it is because I'm still functioning. Anyhow, if you see me like talking and all of a sudden I'm just pausing, it's because I still get just like there a bit of a tickle, and sometimes I gotta like catch my breath, otherwise I keep coughing uncontrollably. Naturally, I don't want to do that. So this is a classic Season of Discovery, again with the runes. We've talked about this before. Most people know what it is by now. I'm finally 60. Good for me. It's raining here in beautiful Westfall. I'm just about to enter the Duskwood, and I'm going after these relics that you get from the Dark Riders. I used to see them all the time, all over. Well, now that I'm looking at the map, it would be here, it would be there, like just everywhere. Like most places, you go, you loot it once, and you're done. For some reason, it shows the arcane specialization, even though I don't know why it did that. I'm a druid. But what I did discover about being 60, or now that I'm 60 rather, and being on Season of Discovery, did you know that you can get your Tier 0 armor for a new currency of coins that you get from non-rare bosses from anything over 55. So like Dire Maul, Sholomance, Strat, whether it's live or undead, Blackrock Depths, Blackrock Spire. I think that pretty much covers everything. And you could get coins from each of those bosses once, out of each of those dungeons once a day. And in translation, to give you like a little bit of perspective, right? You could get roughly, give or take, if I say around 70 to 75 and you go, bruh, you could get 73. It's like, oh, would you shut up? Like, close enough, okay? You get in the vicinity of in the 70s-ish, depending on how many dungeons you want to do. As a matter of fact, I think I may have taken a picture of what a guildmate said. And I thought that it was interesting. So, if you were to do Blackrock Depths, you would get 12 of these tokens. 14 for Blackrock Spire. Dire Maul's 19. Sholo is 13. Strat's 19. Now the Strat, I'm assuming it's you're going in and you're clearing the whole bastard, okay? And like a piece of equipment, like a belt, your shoulders, whatever, depending on the piece, of course. It could run you in the upwards of like 50-ish coins, and you get that in Booty Bay. So you could very easily do a couple dungeons a day, and after a week, you're in a fully matched Tier 0 dungeon set. That's all I want to do with this guy. So for me, it's basically the Shadowcraft stuff. It's that low-level blue crap. Well, I say crap. Gear that you can get. And I'm actually excited to work on that, because I don't feel like doing raids and all this crazy bullshit. I don't even really want to get to Tier 0.5 or whatever. I just want to have fun, play a character, got my epic mount, got the carrot on a stick. Good for me. And I think that I'm going to have... Sorry, I got distracted there. I want to make sure I got my buffs. He's only a 41 elite, but he is a quest that I got. I forget where now, even though I've only been doing this for a little bit. And then you get this sigil. And basically what'll happen is that's how you summon him. And he'll show up, like I showed you on the map earlier, in multiple different places. And then after that, you get a rune. But normally you don't have to... Oh, you see? Oh, yeah, I do have that one. collect a... Okay. I already have that one. It's probably... What's up, probably? It's in the bank. Glittering dollar on relic. Okay, so I already got that one. So I'm gonna have to go to the bank. Like I said, after that. Where is the next one? All the way over there. Yeah, I know I never looted another one. So while we're at it, might as well have fun with this, because this is what it's all about now. I'm no longer leveling. Obvious reasons. I'm just here having fun. Roaming through one of my favorite areas ever. Seriously, Raven Hill Cemetery, the whole area, this whole zone is just magical for me. I think it's because of nostalgia, like all of Duskwood, just this whole shebang. I just really like it. And then there's like the Morlab, whatever his name is. You know the one. Seems like he's doing all right there. Yeah, I might be sniffling a little bit. If I just do it mildly or lightly, you won't even be able to hear it through my microphone. Because of the way my noise gate is set up and everything. That's why you can't hear me tapping on the desk. Like right now, I'm banging hard on the desk. You can't hear shit. Right there, I just cleared my throat, actually, at a decent level. And I will challenge you to say that you probably did not hear it. Obviously, if I go, ah ha, you'll hear that. Naturally, I'm going to try to refrain from having to do that. Now, that it says, it's just my guide here. I am not going to hearth because, look at me, I got my epic mount. I'm special, I got carrot on a stick. 3%. It's just 3%. No, don't get me started with the 3%. You have no idea how much of a difference 3% makes. You really don't. Or maybe you do. I gotta flip my lid around here on my coffee and make sure I don't burn myself. Well, crashed into a tree. There we go. Ah, can't catch a break. Oh, it's hot. And that just cleared my sinuses, which is essentially what I'm looking for. Why am I looking at the map? It's Elwyn Forest. You know how many millions of miles I've put into this zone? I could probably do this backwards with my eyes closed. For the most part. Definitely don't hear that music too often. But I like how it does like the whole fading in and out thing, and then pretty cool. A lot of people with those scarab mounts. I remember this is where the storytelling, this is the entertaining part of the video. See, they're just everywhere. People just have these flawless blue, flawless yellow Karaji battle tanks. I remember, to get to the point, the very first person to get the key or whatever to open the gates of AQ, he would be considered, and he would get a title, the Scarab Lord. And if I remember correctly, because we're talking like literally a couple of decades ago, like it's wild. I think it was red. And yeah. And that was it. Now everybody, but I mean, it's Season of Discovery. So it doesn't bother me, right? This is the point of Season of Discovery. Excuse me. is you're able to get some of these cool, nifty things that normally you would not be able to get. So again, going back to that thing, the dungeon set, the tier 0, they never made one for druids. I mean, they have one for druids, but not feral. Essentially, you just use the Shadowcraft, right? Because it's not bound to rogues only, right? And here I'll get, you know, the set bonuses. Chance on melee to restore 35 energy, 40 attack power. I mean, I could benefit from all of that. Strength, agility, stamina. It all just helps, right? It's when you start getting into the tier 2 stuff, you want to start raiding, molten core and all that, then you got to look for best in slot because you're tier 2, you're tier 3 from Naxxramas. There is no feral gear, which is such an oversight on Blizzard's part. And they have introduced more gear to, like I said, overall as well, this Season of Discovery. Like this hammer that I have, Refined Hammer of the Titans, I don't think that existed before. I just do not recall that. And that's a crafting weapon, okay? Like, it's pretty decent for what it is. And anyhow, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to be able to get rid of these goofy shoulders, and I'll have everything matching. It's going to be a blasty blast, and I'm going to go for the shoulders first. Absolutely. And then from there, then I'm going to work on my, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to work on my balance set. The tier 0 balance set. I've got the astral form, as you could tell. So that means that I can retain my elven appearance without going into a moonkin if I don't want to. And I could turn that on and off with the crystallized starlight. So again, this is reminiscent to when we used to have the, not the globes, the jewels, the gems, I forget what they're called now. They're kind of like a rune. You affix it to your gear. Anyhow, so there it is. With all the keys we have in the game, though, I do find it bizarre that we only have 4 keys in a key ring. I mean, you have the key to Searing Gorge. You have the key for Blackrock Depths, Scarlet Monastery, Sholomance, Strat. Anyways, not a big deal. Think I got a little bit of spare room there. So, yeah. So I'm going to go for this. Like I said, this is almost like a... you know, welcome to 60 for myself and talking about what I've noticed is different. Because I didn't know any of these things before. Because I was thinking to myself, like, what do I do? Then I hear of a lot of people that'll go into these dungeons and raids, right? And they will do what's called, like, hard reserve or soft reserve. Now, this thing's always been around. What I'm sharing with you through my 2 decades of experience, though, is it seems to be more prominent now. In my personal experience. Maybe not yours. So basically, like Ren's Blades, for example, and Blackrock Depths, right? You'll go in hard reserved. In other words, you're not allowed to roll on them because the guy's the master looter, so you can't try and screw him anyways. And I'm not really against that as long as you're clear about that, because when you go in, you'll know if it's on master looter. And then you have no chance of getting those blades if you want them. Where the drama has been unfolding is allegedly some people are not being honest, saying nothing, and then people go to, oh, I can't roll or something like that. And yeah, it's just really shitty, but I don't really care about any of that. Because like I said, if I can just get in blues, like look at this pathetic stuff. I mean, for a green, sure, it's good. But if I can get rid of that, right? And just replace them with basic blue. That's a 53 green. They're good stats. But if I get rid of that and get some blues, look at the extra stats you get. You get the strength, the agility, the stamina. That'll make a difference. Those are good legs. I'll argue those are some good legs. Been working out, okay? But yeah, my rings are... Yeah, they're garbage, but... Anyhow. Yeah, so... Little adventure. Give me 1 second here. I thought I had it on me. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, so I may start doing the dungeons. Like I said, they take about 45 minutes to an hour. The guild that I'm in is actually able to do some raids, allegedly, in about an hour. Seems a bit fast. Definitely not complaining. Most of the guild is really geared up. They just do it for fun and to gear up fresh 60s. I mean, I'm not competitive anymore like I used to be, a complete psychopath here. However, it does make the game more enjoyable when you're that much stronger. You could pull more, you do more damage, you can take more damage, right? Like it makes the whole experience more fun. You get things done faster. Same thing with like the epic mount, the carrot on a stick. Like this is the fastest, as far as I know, you can go in the game. 103%. But that's kind of a big deal compared to before there. So now I feel like I can really do a lot of traversing. And it's almost, not quite, twice as fast as when I was level 40. I mean, not quite twice, but a good chunk faster. A very noticeable amount. So, yeah. So now that I'm going all over the place, it's not as annoying to just... It's not like, I can't do it. The button that makes you RP walk, as people call it. Yeah, that just means that you're close. This time I'll check. Yeah, that'll take too long if I do it that way. Started using this little Savage Roar. Wasn't really using it before, but you could tell just a straight up 30% extra raw power and damage. I was actually doing something more for the defense. I was using a completely different rune. Go to Lochmadan. Where's it going to want us to go in the end and then go to a raw? Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. I mean... Actually, it's been almost 20 minutes. So what I might do is the flight out there, and then we're just done. I don't want to do these 2-3 hour World of Warcraft episodes unless I'm doing like a full strat run or something like that. Ooh. And it's going to take like an hour and a half. As an example, if you were to do both sides live and undead, sure, that I would record, right? What are you looking at? And I don't even have my two-handed mace. Remember, I have a chance to stun. But that stun... Where's your mount? Oh, maybe they don't have one. It happens. Now I forget what I was going to say. Well, going back to this thing here. I think it's on the legs. Yeah, Savage Roar, right? So I used to use Life Bloom because it's an instant hot, and it's hot. It's a good heal. But I just found that as I got a little bit better gear, could do more damage, used the Savage Roar, I didn't need to use that. But it was nice because there was more healing. But if I ever go resto, which I probably won't, but it's there. Like I only got, I say only, 22 of 34 runes. I don't need them all. Some of them I just don't give a shit about. But I figure as like, for the sake of looking for something to do, while I don't feel like doing an hour dungeon, I might as well go ahead and do this.
You got my attention.
Well, I hope so.
Off with you.
Got your attention, he says. 2 minutes to arrive at Refuge Point. Beautiful scenery again. I love it. Good stuff. One moment while I look at my phone. Just gotta looking through my Christmas photos of decorations I put up. I was showing a friend of mine quickly there. Can't seem to find where I put them. But anyhow, I'm already starting the process. We're going to land in a minute. Well, I'm landing in a minute there. So thumbs up as always if you liked the video. You know the whole drill. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. And just bend it in half, twist it, and break this thing off. Shiny. Right where the sun don't shine. And if you want to subscribe, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. Maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Maybe I won't. I just want to finish this because, like I said, I've always mentioned that it's a big deal to show off the flying part, right? Because you can't, I don't know, I was looking over there when you're there. Ooh, a storm over here in Arathi Highlands. Plus it was raining in Westfall. Beautiful. I forget what I was going to say now because I get distracted easily. Doesn't matter. I think I've said enough in this near half-hour video. How I never run out of shit to say is beyond me. I didn't say it was impacted with a lot of valuable information, but nonetheless. All right. Bye for now.